Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. I've just been down here in my trading hall, using some of the emeralds that we have left to grab a few diamond pickaxes from my toolsmiths up top here. So these guys in the corner give me very, very cheap trades, and this one here, you can see, gives me, for 3 emeralds, a diamond pickaxe. And the reason I'm doing this is because, as I said at the end of last episode, I want to mine a lot of diamonds today. A lot. I hope we can get a lot. So I have these 47 blocks just here, but for the details and the block palette that I want to use up on these obelisks up here and on the bases more specifically, I want to have the diamond blocks representing some form of power going up out of the ground towards them. And so I need like 16 per individual one of beacons. Yeah. So that does mean that we need something like 240 blocks of diamond, and I have 47. So I need to get myself in this episode nearly 200 blocks of diamond. And if I quickly do the calculations, because I haven't actually checked how much that is. Oh, of course, it's like 200 times 9 is 1,800. So basically at least a shulker box worth of diamonds themselves. Not the blocks, just the diamonds. In this episode. More if I can, honestly. I'm going to try and get more. Now, I do have, in here, a bunch that I got from out in the area that I was mining out in the 1.17 area, and I also have a couple more sitting in the floor. So what we might quickly do is actually duck out that direction while we're here, and before we start collecting the stuff that we have underneath the base in the archipelago, and just grab those few basic ones that we know are sitting on the surface, because why not? It's going to make this even slightly easier at least, and then we can get a good idea of where we're sitting at and then what amount we need to get from there. So if I grab this, avoid you. Oh dear, I missed that one. Oh, I wish I'd hit it. That's fine. Avoid them, and then didn't quite get it perfectly centered. That's okay. We'll head along our ice road here to that new area. Oh, watch out! and get those diamonds. I also love how smoothly this loads now with the new PC. Never any trouble as far as going this far. And if I go sideways, there we go. Parked perfectly. With the old PC, I would quite often crash if I was going too fast on that highway. Well, we'll grab those diamonds there, and we'll head on down into this mining area that we have set up, and grab all of these diamonds that I have on the floor. So, 3, I must have already got those ones. That's 5, 8. Was there any more? I feel like there was, dotted around somewhere. There we go. So that's 11, and that might be it. Yeah, that could be it. Now, I know that I could do the trick with the with the lapis lazuli as well and see whether we could get some, but I'm going to avoid that for now. We're just going to take those few that we got. That's a couple extra, which is nice enough. And we're going to see exactly how much we can get from the... Oh, let me fly. From the area that we have... Oh, don't die. Over in my base. Now, what have I got here? A bunch of stuff. I may as well grab some of it. Grab the cobbled deep slate. Grab the andesite. Anything that's a full box, I may as well grab. I'm going to have to come back here one day soon and do some sorting. Plus, I do actually want to do a couple of extra things out of this area anyway for future episodes. But yeah, that's good enough for now. So we'll quickly head back to our main base. And come on, let's get straight this time. Maybe? Yeah. And we might fortune up the existing diamonds that we have, get ourselves a base tally for how much we had before we started, so that we can get like a count at the end of the... Oh, avoid him again. A count at the end of the exact amount that we got over this episode. So, let's go get our fortune pickaxe. Now, I'm going to actually keep the deep slate diamond ore just because I like the texture of it, and I feel like it's a little bit rarer, but we're going to grab this normal stuff And if we come over to the spare tools, we're going to grab our Fortune's Favor and fortune up these diamond ores. And these three here, these diamond pickaxes that I just bought before, I'm going to enchant them up to the same level as these ones and smooth, which I have here, because I want to have a few more in the chest or available to do all of the mining down there, so I don't have to stop as often to heal them up. So there's that. But yes, let's fortune away these things. And we may as well go over onto this flat area here and make a bit of a stack. So let's go like that and see how high this goes. Ooh, before I do that, how much did I have? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I get the whole thing 6 high, 6 by 4 is 24. Because I kind of want to be able to compare it. So that's 24. All right, good to know. I'll stack up the rest. And one more. Okay, so that is a stack of 64, and then there was 53 extra. So that is 110, 117. Let's see how many we get out of this pile. Okay, moment of truth. Exactly 4 stacks. Wow, that's satisfying. Okay, so exactly 4 stacks is what? 256. 256 out of 117. That's double, over double. Good. Good, good, good. And I almost healed up my pickaxe as well at the same time. Wonderful. So we'll go over and put those into blocks as well and get ourselves that tally of what we had remaining. Hold on. Where's my blocks? There we go. So another 29 blocks. Not bad. Now, that would mean that we have 76 blocks. And if I say wanted 240, that means I have another 164 to go. Okay, okay. We're starting to get an idea of how big the effort is going to be. So that means that we need another 1,476 or just over 23 stacks. So yeah, about up to there in the shulker box. I think I'd like to see if I can get a full shulker box worth in this episode. So what we might quickly do is grab this empty shulker box and grab a light blue dye diamond box. Let's rename it Diamonds. Wonderful. Okay, that is our goal. Our goal for this episode. Fill that with these. 1,475 to go. Lovely. Okay. So, to do that, we're going to create a massive grid of strip mining down in the area that I have underneath the base, right down at bedrock level, essentially. But I'd kind of like to get this area tidied up first. I'd like to have this as the mine entrance, the way down into the mine. Maybe have a nice drop shaft and a crane or something down there. All of that fun stuff. So I think we're going to drop into a time lapse, nice and quick, before we get to the actual mining part of stuff. Because I want to do this preparation and explaining stuff, but I don't think I can show off the whole mining process. So if I can get you guys a little bit of fun stuff in here, me creating an entryway or a mine entrance up top here with some elevators and stuff going up and down, at least that way we've got something fun done in the episode. Even though mining is fun, it's not the most visually interesting. So let's do that. I'm going to drop into this time lapse and I'll see you on the other side. All right. So, we have ourselves a little mine entrance now, tucked in between the trading hall and over in the repository. And I've just made like a mine shaft going down here. Now, I haven't actually made like a water elevator or anything, a way to get up just yet, but that'll come over time as we start to do more work down below. I just wanted to get this main bit sorted out, a little bit of a blacksmithing area with some refined ores, a machine that runs the chain that brings up whatever we have from down below. That's not quite connected yet. I do need to work out how I want to connect that chain, so it's it's just hovering right now. But we used a little bit of copper for the first time, and I think what I want to do is once that reaches a point where, if I can get back up, once that reaches a point where it's started to oxidize, I want to wax it. So we'll have to go out and get some bees at some point. But for now, it can go through its stages and it'll be all right. With this out of the way, I can't really postpone it any longer. So I'm going to get myself a bunch of shulker boxes. I'm going to head down here. Ow. And over in this direction is our main area once again. But I'm going to go out to the perimeters and I'm going to set up a huge border. I want to get the external perimeter set up for this dig and then strip mine back and forth between the whole thing from that height down to like Y level 5. So, yeah, it's going to be ridiculous and it's going to take me a long time. So I think I'm just going to, gather as many of these empty shulker boxes as I can, make sure I have a good station set up, and get to work. Might even empty out some of these boxes that we don't need so that I can start storing them in my ender chest, and keep one on me, of course. And I'll be back with you once I have a perimeter set up. So I'll see you guys in a little minute. Alright, so as you can see in my hotbar, I have been mining. I've been mining a lot, and I've just healed up these two by trading with my villagers in the villager trading hall, and I'm heading over here to my mending station because I know I've been stocking that up with a bit of stuff, and hopefully we should be able to heal up some of these tools. So let's jump in here and heal up all of these pickaxes. Let's step out for a second and just gather what we have going right now and quickly switch over as soon as it heals that up, but I don't think it's going to be enough, honestly. That is satisfying, though. And... okay, we got more to go. How much did we use? Not too much. This will be my life for a little minute. And... there we go. Okay, good. Now, how much did we end up left with? Not that much. What's that? 64 and 21 in every single one remaining. Okay. But we do have a full hotbar of mended pickaxes. Cool. So, in just a second, I'm going to jump down into the area down below, the mine, and I'm going to show you guys... oh, that's right. I had all of this over swapped around. So I'm going to put these ones back there and keep smooth, and I'll just reorder that. So let's jump down into the mines and show you what I've been up to, because I've been mining for a while. Like a very long while. So I did a full perimeter around the outside, excuse me, sir. And if I just come over here, this over here is actually the center part of the island. So that is our central tower that goes up right where our mob farm used to be. And I have dug 200 blocks in that direction. You can maybe just make out, I'll zoom in the edit, you can just make out the beacons for the other side where the mountain is. And then if we go this way, you can just make out those beacons as well over there. And if we head down this direction, I'm actually running low on, on rockets. But on all of these perimeters, I've also gone 200 blocks and 200 blocks, plus at every single intersection. So this is the intersection of the towers that are on the diagonals from the center. And then this is the tower that is, or more so the beacons that are underneath our farming island. And that also goes all the way to the edge. And I've done that in a big grid which I'll actually pop over into the replay mod for a second to show you that there is a huge grid around me right now. So if we head down this way, back to the central point, from this central point here, we have a giant grid. Now, if we go probably to the outside edge here, let's head over this direction, all the way to this beacon, which is the one that's directly under the first mountain that I built. And if we head up this way to the opposite corner, you can see on my left there, I have started to do strips 400 blocks long, 3 high down this edge. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of these corners of the square where, as you can see in the top right, I just lost all of my beacon effects and I no longer have the haste 2. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of those. But the thing is, each one of these lines, if uninterrupted, even though a lot of them are interrupted by water, is 4,400 blocks. So 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, and so on and so forth. Hi, Future Bottle here. Just wanted to specify that I meant if I dig it from Y level 16 down to Y level 5, it's about 4,400 blocks. It didn't mean that I'd already dug that. But yeah. Anyway, carry on. And if we pop over into my statistics, you will see, yeah, we're starting to build up that number, which will hopefully stay. I think it was under 5,000 when I started this project. Whew. Now, the thing is, that block there is Y level 16. So this is the highest point that diamonds can spawn, that block there. But there is a lot of blocks underneath this that is the main area where the diamonds will be. What I'm trying to do is get all of these bits dug the whole way. Oh my God. And then I'm trying to probably go down another 3 or 4, maybe even 5 blocks. What height are we at now? If we went down 3, that would keep us above all the lava lakes for starters. But that's going to be 6 blocks deep down to 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, hopefully 11, but 6 blocks dug out times 400 divided by 3-ish. It's a couple of 100,000 blocks. Now, so far, with only doing these top sections, I have a little bit of diamond. I got a lot of everything else. I've actually had to start removing some of the other ores, but we're not going to get it super fast from this sort of height. So what I'm thinking is this is going to be a bit of a long-term project. Hopefully we can get a lot of diamonds, but I'd kind of like to see how many diamonds we get from this whole area. I'm just not going to do it all in this one episode. So I'm thinking that I continue this section here that I have been mining these strips through all the way to this next one over here. So if I come over to this point, all the way to this opening here, which is in reality probably about 100 blocks or a quarter of the whole section that I want to do, and then go back through and we'll mine out the next 3 blocks down to Y11 and see if we get a decent amount of diamonds just from this area here, which in reality is 100 by 400 blocks long. Should get us a decent amount. Now, that is going to get done in the form of a time lapse. It's probably going to be a massive time lapse in that this is probably going to represent dozens of hours of work. 15 hours maybe. I'm going to time it. I'm going to see how long it takes. I'm going to bite the bullet and just get in there and try my best to get it all done right now. So, wish me luck. We'll see how much diamond we have by the end of this. Keep in mind that we have 124 right now. Ideally, we're going to have a whole lot more by the end of this. And when we fortune that, it's going to turn into a decent amount. So, once again, I know we just had a time lapse for the build, but we're going to jump into another time lapse of me digging a lot. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Whew. Okay, wish me luck. Ooh, beacon effects. I need more. $461 pieces of diamond. I'm a little disappointed, but it is an impressive looking pile. I have been mining for days and days. And while I have only got 451, I say only because I hoped for more, but while I've got 451 diamond ore, I've actually got a lot more. So we're going to get that diamond in just a second, but I want to show you guys what I have got as well. So one of the things that we've got a lot of is a bunch more of the diorite, andesite, and granite. So I'm never going to have to need more of that. And I think the whole point of this venture, this big dig, is to get enough materials that I get my diamonds as well as never really having to go out gathering resources again. As you can see, I've used all of the shulker boxes and then some. And these ones on this barge are literally only stone. Just all stone. In fact, yes, I have one more shulker box in there that is also stone. So if I just go like that. And if I count these up, it's 69 boxes. 69 boxes of stone. There are a lot of drowned. Which, if I kill these guys and then quickly calculate it up, is 119,232 blocks of stone on that barge. So just under 120,000, but it must be close. It must be close to exactly 120,000 blocks. So I've got 120,000 blocks of stone, multiple thousands, probably another 30,000 all up of the granite, andesite, and diorite. But then if we head down here, and I've actually been using this to fly down rather than my mine entrance for now. But I also have 3 shulker boxes of coal ore, 2 shulker boxes of iron, and I think, we're on the way with more of those. 2 shulker boxes of redstone, nearly half a shulker box of the gold with some more going, and almost a full line of the lapis as well. So not only have we got, a bunch of this, a bunch of gravel and sand that I've been putting away too, a bunch of ores, but we have a bunch of everything. And I don't think I'm going to need more than that for a very, very long time. I'm not planning on building any more mountains, but I might need some more diamonds. So we're going to have to see how we go. But you can see here is about the point that I got up to, almost to the halfway point. So those, I think, oh no, it's actually up here. So this line up here would be exactly halfway through my island. Couldn't do it. It's just too much effort. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with how much we've got. And I'm excited to fortune up these diamonds. So, that was not the box that I wanted to open up. If we do this, we're going to grab out Fortune's Favor, put away some of these things. In fact, I can put that down too. We're going to go up, we're going to sleep, and we're going to see exactly how many diamonds we get from 400, what was it, 451? I can't remember. I'll have to double check. It was 461. So let's go mine 461 diamonds. Oh, excuse you. And see what we get. Okay. Oh, if we can get up top. Okay. Let's go. Okay. I made sure not to look at my inventory that entire time, but I am so scared. Okay. Not bad. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stacks plus 53. Okay, let me get a calculator out and see what that is. 1,013. Not too bad, really, from 461. That's not bad at all. And I actually just did a quick bit of calculating on the calculator and checked Google. The average amount of diamonds you will get from mining with Fortune 3 is 2.2. And with all of that, I got 2.197, which rounds up to essentially exactly 2.2. So as you can see, when you do stuff on a larger scale with Fortune 3, it tends to even out. It tends to show the average. So 2.2 times the amount of diamonds that we had. The real question is, how much do we have in blocks? Now we've at least got another 64, but I don't think we've got 2 more stacks of 64 because that would require a lot more. So with that, that's what, 112 blocks of diamond, and overall just 3 stacks, not even quite 3 stacks. Oof, that is 188, and I need 240. Oh no. So what? I need another 52 stacks. No, 52 blocks of diamond. Blocks. That's another 468 diamonds. Oof. Oh well. But to be fair, that's not a bad haul. It's not bad at all. We've gotten a decent way there. And if I divide these up into if I divide these up into 16, which is the amount of blocks per tower that I need, I've got enough to do the main towers, the ones around the outside, with the design that I'm looking at. And maybe I just use slightly less on the ones that are in the water, because I need 6 of them. So maybe if I got 4 more blocks of diamond, I could do a different design that has 8 diamond blocks on them. Yeah, I'm sure I could work something out. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how much I've done, with how much resources I've got, more than anything. That's the huge one. I have enough stone to work on blending these back down into the ocean, and I can add the sandstone and sand up and whatnot on it as well, which is going to be great. Get all of these blended back in. And I also, oh, hello, pig. I also have enough ores and stuff for some future projects that I'm thinking about doing. Now, before we end this episode and before we finish up, because I have worked a lot. I have put many, many hours into the mining. It's ridiculous. But what I want to show you guys is I went over on a live stream and I did some testing in a creative world on how I want to design the bases of these towers. And more to the point, like the ones that are sticking out of the ground, like that one over there, and the ones that are on the mountains around the outside, like that, for example. So if we switch over to that creative world, I can show you a little design behind me. So this is my idea for the base of the towers with the beams coming out. These somewhat futuristic with the way they're designed a little bit, but also like steampunky, like there's some fire energy, but also using these diamonds. And I know it may look like it's a waste to have the diamonds just sitting there like that instead of having them shown off. In fact, I almost could have those visible. Now that I look at it, I'll keep that on there. Let me have a look what it looks like without the trapdoors on the diamond. Ooh, yeah. I kind of like it. And it does show off the diamond a lot more. But I really just love that beautiful blue in contrast with the deep slate and everything like that. And the blue fire giving it some animation as we step back, even from a distance. Even if we come right over here, you'll still see the fire movement. And I love it. I think it looks so cool. And having those dotted around underneath, plus a nice design of a hovering obelisk above. Yeah, I really, really, really like it. So that's what I'm going to work on probably in the next episode, actually. I think I'm going to get the tower bases done and maybe set up the top obelisks, but I haven't come up with a design for those yet. I still want to do some work on that, but I do like this. I think this looks pretty cool, and we're going to go with that design. So I'll probably spend some time and actually dismantle this and work out the exact materials and make a material list. And in the next episode, we might go making sure and checking that we have all the materials required for those beacons, or the beacon bases, I should say, and put them all together. Get some detail into the beacons around the base. So if I just head back to the Let's Play world and let that load in, you get an idea that it'll be sort of a bunch of different heights. So some of them will look very different to others. Load in, thank you. And yeah, we'll get to see some interesting stuff dotted around the landscape, little pieces. Now I'll see how they fit in. We might actually save some diamonds by not building the stuff that's inside of the mountain. So, 1,000+ diamonds in this episode, not too shabby. Guys, I don't ask this very often, but I would really appreciate it if you left a like if you enjoyed this episode. It's going to help me out in continuing to grow on YouTube and trying to push my videos out there for other people to discover. So, yeah, if you liked the episode, please leave a like. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do want to thank my Patreon supporters, especially my level 3 supporters, Tom, Master Shifu, and Ness. Thank you guys again so much for all of your continued support, and for everyone else as well. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing what I do next in this world and how this progresses, how we start to tie all this together. I think it's going to be cool. Oh, I'm just excited for how this is all shaping up. I'm excited to see where this Let's Play goes. Anyway, make sure you take care of yourselves, folks. And I'll see you in the next episode. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Woo!